You have returned to Minas Tirith just in time to join the army of Gondor as it marches to Osgiliath. An army of orcs and Southrons have garrisoned the ancient city, but Lord Boromir means to retake it. Eager to strike a blow against Mordor, he will see the city retaken, or die in the attempt. Hello and welcome back to the Line Unbroken, my series in which I'm playing through each of the scenarios of the Lord of the Rings living card game in turn, using only cards which were available at the time of the release. In imitation of the existing LTI LCG progression series, here I'm playing the fourth quest of the Against the Shadow cycle, Assault on Osgiliath. So, the setup, each player chooses one enemy and one unique location and adds them to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. I have already done this. I've chosen the Old Bridge, the Ancient Harbour, and 2 Uruk soldiers, my enemies. So I think this is the minimum threat that I could possibly start with in the staging area. Only 4. Of course, I have chosen 2 locations that I cannot travel to. Instead, I will have to spend resources or exhaust heroes to place progress on these. And I have, so long as I don't raise my threat, somehow I have 1 round in which I don't have to engage these Uruk soldiers. Now looking at my hands, this is very nearly the perfect opening hand for this deck. The one thing that I don't have that I would really like is a good harvest, because that would allow me to immediately play Steward of Gondor, and then over here could have 2 resources to play King of the Mountain, and I could get down the Gondorian Shield, or some other variant. These 2 are obviously also very good to have. Whereas this is not an ideal hand, but it's an interesting one. And I think it'll work out alright, hopefully. So, player card effects cannot place progress tokens on locations in the staging area. And forced, when an Osgiliath location leaves play as an explored location, the first player takes control of that location. If the players control all Osgiliath locations in play at the end of the round, they have won the game. Control N. Alright, so I can't afford Steward or King of the Mountain yet, so I'm just going to put Blade of Gondolin onto Dwalin so that he can kill these Uruk soldiers with no help required. Over here, I'm going to pay 2 for an Envoy of Pelargir, and when she enters play, I will add resource to Elrond, and spend his 2 resources on an Imladris Stargazer, who I will exhaust to look at the top 5 cards of my deck and rearrange them. Alright. Not exactly what I wanted to see, but I suppose let's put it like that. And we'll see what we can do. Now, there is 4 threat in the staging area. And okay, so I'm definitely putting 1, 3, 5. There we go, 8. Then that should be enough. It's only slightly risky. This deck might end up engaging something. So maybe 7 like that instead, or 8 this way. Yeah, okay. That's a reveal. Ruin Square, Surge. Southron support. Doomed 3, and I will play a test of will to cancel it. And Orc War Camp. Right, okay, so I've added 6 threat to the staging area. Total of 10. Nothing I can do about it. We lose by 2. Then let's immediately travel to the Orc War Camp. Now, this is slightly problematic, because if I have Elrahir defend both of these attacks, then I can't afford Steward next round. So let's engage 1 on each side. Deal out shadows. Elrahir will defend this. He takes 1 damage. And Faramir will defend this one. This attack destroys a character, which it does not. He takes 2 damage. Finally, Dwalin will attack for 3, killing this one, placing a progress on there for the Blade of Gondolin, placing a progress on there, because response after an enemy is defeated, place 1 progress on token on Ruined Square, and reducing my threat by 2 for killing an orc. There, and Control N. Alright. So let's play Mithrandir's advice. Draw 3. And then let's exhaust my Stargazer again to look at the top 5. Okay, so the Master of the Forge is the thing that I want. And other than that, let's just make sure that Haldir is as far away from the top as possible, because I want him to come into play via Vilya. I don't want to draw him into my hand. Now, let's see, we're looking at 3 threat in the staging area. So certainly I can potentially afford not to quest with Elrond, in which case giving him a Burning Brand would make a lot of sense. On the other hand, something which might make more sense would be Protector of Lorien. And then I would still have Secret Paths available, or I could play this Ithilien Tracker and be able to cancel the threat of the first enemy added to the staging area. I think I will go for that option. Yeah, okay. Now here, Steward of Gondor. Now, generally the Gondorian Shield would be my choice at this point, but I might want to have that feint available. Particularly since I may want to play King Under the Mountain. Yeah, I think I will play King Under the Mountain straight away. At the top 2, I will take a Rindar Blade and discard Steward of Gondor. So, 3 threat in the staging area. I exhaust the Ithilien Tracker to cancel the threat of the first enemy in quest for 5. 7. And we reveal, since I control no locations, this does nothing, but surges. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an Osgiliath location is discarded. The first player may exhaust a hero to take control of that location, otherwise add that location to the staging area. This effect cannot be cancelled. Okay, so we discard. Okay, the East Quarter. Since I have that feint, I will exhaust Elrond to immediately take control of that location. And the second card of staging is a Southron Phalanx. Alright, so I've only added one threat to the staging area, meaning I make plenty of progress. Since the Orc War Camp is a Mordor location, not an Osgiliath location, I do not take control of it. I merely discard it. So now, let's engage the Phalanx here. Oh, that should be over here. I will play Feint on this attack. Elra here will defend this, taking no damage. Dwalin cannot do any damage to the Southron Phalanx, so I will instead exhaust him to put one progress on the Ancient Harbour. Oh, actually, I did no threat because the Phalanx didn't count its threat thanks to the Aphelion tracker. And Control N. Alright. Steward. King. Well, Durandal Blade is probably more useful, but because I really want to actually use it for the first time in my life, Power in the Earth, which I will then immediately play on the old bridge, which now has 0 threat. And since it's going to be staying in the staging area for a while, this is quite helpful. Now, I definitely want this shield. Let's play Campfire Tales. No, yeah, that's fine. Now, Unexpected Courage could be good, so could Durandal Blade. I could play either by using a good harvest. But I might debate how important it is. And I could potentially save the resources and get a copy of a good harvest for future needs. Whereas over here, I'm definitely playing Master of the Forge, searching the top 5 cards of my deck for an attachment. Unexpected Courage, shuffle the deck. Let's just group some things together here. And then let's have Ranger Spikes next. Actually, no, let's have Envoy next, and the Master of the Forge will fetch the Ranger Spikes. leaves me with 1 resource. So let's put Protector of Lorien onto Elrond. So now, there is 2 threat in the staging area. I really don't need to quest particularly hard. Cancelling the threat of the first enemy. Let's just go for 5. Orc Wall Camp. So maybe I should have just kept the resource for secret paths instead of playing Protector. And enemies attacked in the staging area against each player who controls at least 1 location. So this is going to cause a dead hero, because I can't safely defend this attack and this one. Maybe I should have played that unexpected courage, but then I probably would have quested with Elrond. Whatever. So let's see, Elrond will defend. I'll let him take 2 damage. That is discarded. He does not count as a threat because of the tracker, so I've added 5 threat. I lose by 2. Travel to the Orc War Camp. And I have to engage the Southland Commander, so I'll optional him down here. Over here defends. I'm just going to need to kill this guy. 9. I don't have 9. Even though I'm already over here again. So here. Don't control any locations, so no threat raise. And this is undefended. So which hero do I want to kill? Elrond, I suppose. Aladan and Dwalin between them attack for 5, which kills off this Southern phalanx, putting 1 progress on the Orc War Camp, and 1 progress on the ruined square, which is explored. So I take control of it. Control N. Fohammer. Useful. And let's look at the top 5. Pull out Ranger Spikes. Shuffle the deck. Top 5, I definitely want a Warden of Healing. I want Mithrandir's Advice. Though it will only draw 2 cards now. Something like that. Now let's give Elrond that Burning Brand. And over here, Steward, King. I'll take the Sylvan Refugee. 2 I definitely want to get down on Unexpected Courage. I also want to play this Rivendell Blade. Unexpected Courage on Elrond. And I suppose that would be that. One threat in the staging area. There are no more Orc war camps, so I can be fairly confident. So if I just send 3... I will send Elrond as well. It's a risk. Actually, no, I will send Elrond but not Faramir. So the 4 against 1. Okay, add X to the archery total this round. X is the number of locations the players control. If the players control less than 4 locations, bring down gains Surge. So, that is +2 archery and Surge. Let's put a couple of damage on the quest so that I remember. Each player must... there's supposed to be an either in here. I remember, it's in the errata. Must either return the location he controls with the highest threat to the staging area, or raise his threat by the total threat of all locations he controls, which would be 1 and 2. I think I prefer the threat raise. And Surge doesn't count its threat. And a ruined tower. So I've added 4 threat to the staging area. And I will discard Protector of Lorien to Protector of Lorien, increasing Elrond's willpower by 1 so that we break even. In the travel phase, I will exhaust Faramir to travel to the ruined tower, so now both these locations are active, and then in the encounter phase, this deck will engage the Arbalesters. So I have archery 6, because of the 2 from the treachery earlier. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now Elrond. That's here. The shadow effect is cancelled. It's just a question of whether I want to prevent him taking that damage, and I'm going to say no. Preserving cards in my hand against future problems. Elrahir will defend this. Can play this card as an attachment he controls. Well. I suppose I can part with the Blade of Gondolin most readily. How much am I going to need to kill this? 7, which, factoring in Reducing defense by 2 is fine, so over here does not need to re-ready himself after this defense. This attack does not destroy a character. So we attack for 5, reducing defense by 2, and kill the Arbalesters. Reduce threat by 2. And I will play Foe Hammer, exhausting Lindell Blade to draw 3 cards. Alright. Control N. Steward and King. So I'll take a shield and discard a shield. Over here, let's use the Master of the Forge. Grab that Song of Wisdom. Shuffle, and then use the Stargazer. Yeah, something like that. And now let's play Campfire Tales. And play Campfire Tales again. And then let's play a Good Harvest, naming Spirit. So I can pay 2 for Arwen. And 1 for Sylvan Refugee. And actually, let's make it like that. And I'm done. Over here, question is, no, I definitely want to get the Warden down straight away before anything else can go wrong. So, now, since I stargazed, I'm going to just look again at... Okay, yeah. Right, so, questing against 1 threat. Two, 4, 7, 7 is enough, really. Reveal pinned down. So, number of locations I control is 2. Though if I explore this, it will go up to 3, because, of course, lasting effects from the encounter deck recalculate, unlike from player card effects. And that surges because I control less than 4 locations. Mercenaries. And the stupidest card in Maybe not the entire game. Possibly the entire game. I'm going to write an article about how stupid this card is once I've finished the cycle. So, Doomed 3. Count the number of encounter cards in the staging area and shuffle them into the encounter deck, then reveal an equal number of cards from the encounter deck and add them to the staging area. This effect cannot be cancelled. So, Power of the Earth is discarded when the Old Bridge leaves play. There are 3 cards in the staging area. Shuffle. And reveal 1, 2. We're still resolving this, so it's technically still out. Discard from the top of the encounter deck. Okay, that's a location. The first player may exhaust a character to take control. I will do so. So that's that done. And the third card from Power of Mordor is the Ancient Harbour coming back. Okay. So I'm still questing for 7. Now against 2, which means I will explore the ruined tower and the Orc war camp. It's 4 archery. Can't travel to the ancient harbour. Let's engage. This Orc soldier. Oh, of course Arwen was targeting Elra here. I didn't actually say that. There's archery 4, so I will remember to heal. Actually, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So then Elrahir will defend this attack, and then he will defend this attack, and since he's a sentinel from Arwen, he can defend this attack. Though I have plenty of discard fodder for Protector of Lorien. Can't kill the commander, though with Faramir's help. How much attack do I need to kill this guy? 3. Okay, yeah. Elrahir will defend this. +1 for each location the defending player controls, which is only 1. So he's attacking for 5 against Elrahir is currently 6 with the shield and Arwen. Okay, so I can heal wherever I like. So I will do Elrahir and Elrond. Now, attacking for 2, 5, reducing defense by 2. 7, reducing defense by 2. This guy is dead. And here attacking for 2, 3, 4. Discard that shadow. And control then. Steward. King. Take the courage. I forgot to trigger Foe Hammer, so we'll just do that now, which means that I would have drawn those 3 cards from Foe Hammer, then drawn this at the start of the round. And these for King Under the Mountain. Right, okay, so here I'm definitely putting Vilya onto Elrond. Let's do the Master of the Forge. Pull out a spare Vilya. Shuffle the deck and Stargaze. Well, this is a massive amount of help. So I suppose let's just go for Mithrandir's advice, which draws 2 cards. And frees up some deck space. I can find other more useful things. So I'm definitely saving my spirit resources for the cancellation of Lance, but let's give Dwalin his Blade of Gondolin back. One threat in the staging area. Quest for 2, 4. Cancelling the threat of the first enemy. Not sure that I need any more than that. 5. Okay, makes an immediate attack against both players. So over here we'll defend. +3 because he has the Harad trait. It means he's attacking for 8, and over here will take 2 damage. Oh, I technically did these the wrong way round. It should have been this side first, and this side is being defended by Elrond. Okay, so both the shadow cards were the same, so it doesn't matter that I did them the wrong way around. So, in this case, it's cancelled by a Burning Brand. So he's just his base 5. And let's discard Vilya and Ethereum Tracker to boost Elrond's defense up to 5, so he takes no damage. He does not count as threat. Second card of staging is Orc Arbalesters. So we would make progress, but there is no progress to make. That archer is gone. We need to engage these enemies. So let's have them this way round. We have archery 4. I'll use the Warden of Healing right now. And archery 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, yes, the problem with putting the Arbalesters here is that I can't kill them if they're here. So actually let's just swap these over, which also means swapping these shadow cards. So, Elra here can still make 3 defenses, so he will defend here, and here. 2 additional shadow cards. Not too concerned. So +1 attack. Still no damage. And here, this one I will cancel because I can't take another attack. Well, actually, I suppose it's only 1. I could take it undefended. Undefended. All attachments if undefended. That I'm going to cancel. So, let's see. Faramir is not attacking. It has no boost to his attack. Just standard 2. The Arbalesters. Yeah, okay, so Eladan is attacking for 3 and reducing defense by 2. And Faramir is attacking for 2, which is a total of 5, reducing defense by 2. Dead. Dwalin can kill this guy by himself. I'm just looking at this. I don't think there was a way that I could have had enough hero actions to explore the ancient harbour this round. Maybe there was. Maybe that was a mistake. Never mind. Control N. This round I have to remember to use those Elrond's councils. Let's forge. And Stargaze. Okay, so as useful as the extra Warden could be, no, I don't have a way of drawing into it. I'm going to use Vilya for Gildor's Council. Let's put it like that. So, I'll save Spirit Resource for cancellation. So the Tactics Resource for Feint. And I have no leadership cards. And I'd rather save Elrahir's resources for defending. Over here, let's pay 2 for some Ranger Spikes. Better late than never, right? Actually, no. Let's not. Let's pay 1 for Protector of Lorien. Actually, no. Let's pay 2 for an Envoy of Pelargir, adding resource to Elrond, and then use that resource to pay for the Protector of Lorien. So, 1 threat in the staging area. Request for 2, 4. Up. Before committing characters to the quest, Vilya, Gildor's Council, so I'll only reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. And yeah, requesting for 4. Cancelling the threat of the first enemy. 6. Then reveal Southron support. Doomed 3. Test of will. So, we come to the combat phase. Deal a shadow card. Elrahir will defend and re-ready himself. If this attack destroys the character, which it doesn't. Now I'll exhaust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes, each of them placing progress on the ancient harbour, which is explored. Discard this shadow. Control R. Get into the refresh phase. I suppose I can go looking for any way that I could reduce my score. No, that's a way that I could have reduced my score. Okay, so if I'd actually remembered, then I would have used my Warden before using Control R, and I can use him again now. But aside from that, it is now the end of the round, and I control all Osgiliath locations in play, so I have won the game. Okay. So, yeah. Although I suppose, since she is dead, her text is not active, so she does have a threat cost of 8. So the score is actually correct. Yeah, it was unfortunate about Mirlond dying, and obviously this deck could have done a bit better if it had had that third law resource every round. Could have played a few more cards. But it worked out. To be honest, actually, Power of Mordor possibly helped me, because it actually reduced the number of locations that I had to deal with, which is one of the reasons why it is a stupid card. It was nice to come back to the Elf Twins now that I can set up Elrahir with Steward and Shield, which, of course, is the typical setup of choice for Elrahir. Vilya never really got working that well. I didn't find things that were especially useful for me to Vilya. That was the thing. I had another Warden, didn't I? I could have Vilya'd him to heal some more damage, and that would have improved my score. I was just focused on the idea of trying to find my last Elrond's council, improve my score by reducing my threat. Oh well. But yeah, I mean, I've always quite liked Assault on Osgiliath, to be honest, but it has its unfortunate oddities. One of them being the whole Power of Mordor thing, others being the presence of the Master's Malice, and something else that I've just forgotten. Oh, the Mumak. Mumak is obviously a potential issue. Ah, we just reshuffled the encounter deck. Sauron support. That's the other thing that's annoying. Some frustrating surging cards as well, I suppose. But in any case, despite the hero death, this worked. And so I will be moving on now. Now I am completely past the point where the progression series stopped. Entirely uncharted territory from here on out. So I am looking forward to it. I hope you will come back and watch it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.